At the end of last year, Boris Johnson stood up in Parliament to tell the British public he had been reassured. No parties took place in Downing Street.
That there was no party.
Today, the Met Police has issued 20 fines for parties in Downing Street. He's lying to you. In fact, he's been lying to you for a very long time. Unfortunately, Boris Johnson is going to keep on lying to you, because the person responsible for making sure that government ministers correct the record is Boris Johnson. In fact, it's actually against the rules for MPs to accuse each other of lying. So, here we are, and here are the lies. Boris Johnson has been sacked twice for lying in the past. Once by the Times newspaper for making up quotes, and once by the Conservative Party for denying he had had an affair. He had. Which I guess is a lie about a lie, because Boris Johnson will have promised to love and cherish his then wife at their wedding. Boris Johnson also denied ever knowing about who was paying for the renovation of his Downing Street flat. That was disproven by Boris Johnson's own WhatsApp messages, which show him asking Lord Brownlow, the man paying for the wallpaper, for more money to pay for, I guess, wallpaper. And yes, I'm going to talk about the bus, but only to say that if that were true, would Rishi Sunak really need to be raising our taxes to fund NHS and social care spending? And that rise in national insurance contributions is, in itself, the proof of another lie. The 2019 Conservative manifesto, which promised on its front page, "We will not raise the rate of income tax, VAT, or national insurance." You've probably heard Boris Johnson say his government has recruited 50,000 nurses, when 19,000 of that number have actually just been convinced not to quit. There are so many of these. When Johnson speaks, it's probably a lie. In 2019, he advised the Queen to prorogue Parliament. The Supreme Court ruled that that was unlawful. As editor of The Spectator, he published an article blaming Liverpool fans for the Hillsborough disaster. During the EU referendum campaign, he promised fishermen, farmers, anyone involved in international trade or just about the entire economy that Brexit would be good for them. He's repeatedly told us, on December 1st, 6th and 8th, and plenty of broadcast interviews in between, that all coronavirus rules have been followed in Downing Street. The Met Police thinks otherwise. But don't just take it from me, a low-life scum journalist. Take it from upstanding aristocrat and Boris Johnson's one-time rival for the leadership of the Conservative Party, Rory Stewart. Stewart says Johnson is the most accomplished liar in public life, and perhaps the best ever liar as Prime Minister. You'd think people that don't like Boris Johnson would be happy about him being found out. The constant airing of his dirty laundry would give his critics some satisfaction. But we have to live here too, and every decision, guided universally by ambition or personal glory, has consequences. As Peter Oborne, a former longtime colleague of Boris Johnson, says, political lying has consequences. Lying governments never take responsibility for error or failure. Billions are siphoned to cronies or simply wasted. Service people give their lives in wrongful wars. And there are thousands of premature, avoidable deaths, not only in pandemics, but as the natural course of bad government decisions on healthcare. Together, they form a fog, to blot out the boundary between truth and falsehood, and to hide the faces of those who do dark deeds in the state.